The mechanical properties of concrete are quite surprising. In this video I'm gonna break this one up. This used to be a paving stone, part of the sidewalk. It weighs about 800 pounds. It needs to be broken up into small pieces so it can be loaded up on a pickup truck and carted out of here. But as is, an 800-pound monster is just too heavy to lift for anybody. So before we get to breaking it up and chipping it, first things first. Safety goggles, safety boots, long leggings for the pants, long sleeves for the operator, and you would think it needs a power tool, and you are just about right about that. This is gonna be my tool, and I'm gonna be the power. How about that? It's coming along mighty fine, eh? Of course it doesn't need power tools, because concrete is a brittle material and it's very strong only in one direction, and it's not on impact. It's very strong only when static load, stationary load, non-moving load is placed on it. So it works fantastically well as a building foundation, but it needs steel reinforcement to be any resistant to earthquake or any kind of motion. That should do it, and that just about ends the lesson here. Now the pieces are small enough to be loaded up on a pickup truck, and now I can catch my breath too. Now that we're done with the two flat slabs, let's see if we can break up a challenging shape. This concrete blob here at the end of a post. I got several of these shapes around here. Let's see what we can do with this shape over there. I think that's a win. There. Concrete doesn't have a structure. It breaks uncontrollably in any direction, and as you can see, high-speed stone chips are flying uncontrollably in every direction. So that's how you get this thing done. You think the thickness of the concrete is important, but it's not really, within reason. This is 3 times as thick as the concrete slab, and this is just gonna fall apart just like anything else. And the concrete, even if it's evenly supported by the ground below it, it's still gonna break up. So if a building on a foundation is evenly supported neatly, nothing cantilevering out to the side of a precipice or whatever, a recent cave-in or any such scenario, it's still gonna collapse. In best case scenarios, as soon as the earth starts moving, not collapse, sorry, break up, because it doesn't really collapse. It's still gonna break up and fail if the support under it moves, or in this case, I'm gonna be the impact load that moves above it. Let's go to the thickest spot here. See how it goes. There. There we have it. It's a little more work, but it still breaks up, no matter the thickness. Of course, on an impact gun that's maybe pneumatic or electric, the mass of the moving mass inside the gun is much less than the mass of the splitting maul, so it has to be moved at a higher RPM to make any kind of difference. But this is by far the fastest way to fail concrete. Likewise, when you park a truck on pavement that's not thick enough or not supposed to take the load, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna crack up.